the Shelley Studio. I finally finished Scavenger Hunt 2025. So this book is complete. Every page is filled. So it was Scavenger Hunt last year and this year. I'm going to do a flip through of just this year. If you want to see last year, the link to it will be in the description box below. Also, if you want to see the process videos, those will be down below as well. But let me get to this year. So this is this year, and I started from this end and then I decided to go to the back and work forward because, you know, it was getting kind of full and hard to work in. So hopefully I have my little notes of what prompts, and there were 100 prompts. This is by Janet M. Young. It's her Scavenger Hunt. She's done every year for a while. The first thing we had to do was pick our theme. So the first page was pick our theme, so I put 2025 on there, and my theme was bird. There's got to be a bird on every page. And then another prompt for this one was stickers, so I added the sticker. 2 colors I hate. Oh, I really don't like gray, like that gray, and orange. So I used gray and orange. The purple was already on there, and candy wrappers. So I just used the Hershey's Kisses little papers that come in the Hershey's Kisses, and I thought that was good enough for the candy wrapper. This one, I don't think there's a prompt for bookmark, but there's a prompt for Dr. Seuss. So at my house we have this, I think it's a memory game, card game. I just copied some of the Dr. Seuss items out of it and put it on there, and it was on painty cardstock that I had lying around. So that was that one. Oh, and another prompt was add a tassel for your book. So I just put the tassel on the bookmark, and that counts. And then page 2 was put stripes. So I did stripes, added the quote to the stripes. There was put a butt on it, so my bird has a butt. And something in the mail, so there's postage stamps. I just cut them in half and glued them around the stripes so they look like they're tucked in a little bit. And yeah, and snark. So I tried to find a snarky comment, but this is what I got. It's just in case no one has told you today. Good morning. I believe in you. You're doing great. Nice butt. Page 3 was jagged edges. So there's a torn piece of paper here. That's the jagged edges. Add a quote. And a yearbook page. This is an actual copy of a yearbook page, and that's me. Yeah, that's me. The quote is, become like a bird, expand your wings, learn new things, and fly as high as you can. Thought that worked with, you know, a school yearbook page. I thought that was a good quote. So this one, it was purple and teal. It's kind of purple and teal. Add your initials, so I got that. Add washi tape, and wild card, and so I used marker as my wild card. That's, yeah, not a lot happened that one. That was quick and easy. So this one, I think we're on page 5, was ephemera. So this is a play ticket, and the bingo could count as ephemera because that's a copy of an actual bingo card that I played. But bingo card was also a prompt. And then gratitude was also a prompt. And then something in glass, or things in glass. So there's a drink in a glass. And I've got my bird sitting on there. And then the gratitude is, thanks, sir. All the rest is mute. And that's a quote from Shakespeare. So I figured that worked. And then the next page was black and white. Since everything was in color, it was kind of hard to do just a black and white page, so I did everything in black and white on the page. And it called for a greeting card, so I actually had these black and white greeting cards, which I thought were cool, but I've never really, I think I've used one of them. And add something from nature, that's my feather, and then string and twine, so that's what that is. And then the inside, I add my bird, and did a little stenciling, kept it all black and white, found a black and white bird, and then the quote is, feathers appear when angels are near. And I found some. I need to find the box my camera came in, see if there's a power cord so I don't have to use batteries all the time. But the battery went out. I'm not sure where I got to on this, but the quote was, "Feathers appear when angels are near." And I stenciled in there. Got a ribbon, string, fit all the prompts. And then the next one would be 7. So it was unused product. I know this is pushing it, but that piece of washi tape I'd never used. I bought a set of matching sort of washi tape from Temu like years ago and have never actually used it, so it got used. And then riddle was another prompt. So my riddle was, it has a long neck, a name of a bird, feeds on ship's cargo, and is not alive. What is it? A crane! So I've got cranes and cranes on there. And then ancestors' flags. So I have Sweden, the flag of Sweden on here, because a lot of my ancestors are from Sweden. And then the color theme was pink and orange. So I've got orange, I've got pink. I think that is close enough. This is a big blue blob, but yeah, you know. Oh, and bubble wrap. So I did stamp a little bit with bubble wrap. I've got it on the blue so you can kind of see it there. Oh, and a little bit down here. And then the next prompt was, the next page included prompts buttons. So those are buttons. I know they're not real buttons, but they're buttons. Something coffee. So I've got a coffee sticker. It says, "But first coffee." And then this was made from coffee stained paper. And then a vegetable sticker. This is a vegetable. It is a sticker. I printed out on sticker paper, so it's a sticker. I've got my bird on there, so that counts. Alright, and the next one, this one is number 9. Figure out where number 9 is. Oh, 9 and 10. So 9 and 10 is page of houses. So it called for pattern paper. So this is scrapbook paper. It's got pattern on there. Might be hard to see on some of them. Another one was all about me. So this is going to be all about me. I'll get to that in a minute. Napkins. So I've got a fish napkin, so you can tell it's water. And then emoji. So this is an emoji sentence. And it's basically find your happiness, love to travel. That's what that is. And I love to travel. And this is sort of representing Stockholm from my trip this last summer. So that's as about me as it's gonna get. Alright, so this one is 11. And 11 was a national day. So we got Groundhog Day, that's a national day. And then it was also World Play Your Ukulele Day. So I've got a groundhog playing a ukulele and the bird is on his head. And then this one, page 12, this was, the prompts were stick figure. So I got my stick figure on there. Art Nouveau. So I tried to make him look like Nouveau-ish. I googled it. I got this floral pattern, so I'm going with it. And then food packaging. And this is from a yogurt lid. And it says, "C'est oui to the French way." And there's my bird up there in black and white. Okay, and then number 13. 13 and 14. I started doing, like this one was like second to last one I did. I started doing 2 pages at once, flipping all the quotes, and so they kind of relate a little bit. So there was use a stencil, so I actually used the same stencil that I did the long haul that created the pages of the book on here so that it would relate. And then swatches, we've got our color swatches here. And it's a draw your cup, so I drew a mug. I'd had hot chocolate earlier in the day, so I counted it. And then I had drew artist trading card, but I put that on another page because I didn't leave room for it. And then one of the prompts was quilt, so I put lines around my swatches to make it look like a quilt. So the cup is sitting on the quilt, And then found relatives, those are where you put the watercolor blobs and create people from them. So those are my found relatives. If you want to know, I have a hard time coming up with names, and I thought about waiting and letting my YouTube viewers give them names, but I just went ahead and did it. So I googled weird jobs, and this is what I came up with. And this one I just made, it wasn't on the weird job list, but this is Melissa. She's a philanthropist. This is cousin Carl. He's a paint watcher. He watches paint dry. And this is Josephine. She's an online dating ghostwriter. This is cousin Sid. He's a stuntman. I added that one because he is a stuntman for Scooby-Doo. Who's the guy in it? Anyway, so for that show. And then this is my second cousin Sally. Apparently she doesn't have a job. And this is Daphne. She's a pet food tester. That's why she has the bird flying in her hair. Alright, and then this one, 15 and 16. Again, I did them together, sort of. They don't relate, but they were, I just grabbed all the prompts and then just decided which one they're going to go on. So, view out a window and a gel print. This whole book is gel print, so that's a gel print. It was done on the gel plate. And fancy lettering. Well, it's as fancy as it's going to get in this book, I think. Unless you count last year's, but we're not doing that. A flower, so I've got like an Indian paintbrush flower on there. And then cut a hole, so there's my hole. Something given to me. This was given to me. This is some really cool paper. So I glued that on as the base, and then this was also given to me. This is the ATC card that I decided not to use on the last one and put on this one. It's also given to me. Oh, and the quotes are, if we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. And then this one is, ride the waves of life with a dolphin's grace. So this is a little character on riding a fish with wheels. Thought that was cute. Okay, so 17. So I also had the ATC card listed for this side too, and decided just to move it to there. So tissue paper. So this is Tim Holtz tissue paper with the birds already on it. So I had that covered. And then a wanted poster. This is from a cruise. That's me. Gosh, I don't know what year that was from. But it's a wanted poster. And then something cold. So for my something cold, I put some snowflake stickers on there. And then the quote is, it's hard to read, with every falling flake, a unique spark of interest falls from heaven. So I think I numbered both this one and this one. I was trying to figure out the order so I could remember my prompts correctly for you. So I have both these listed as 17. Well, we'll go with it. So this one was monochromatic and neurographic. This one was also Dr. Seuss. That's why I took the Dr. Seuss and put him on a bookmark, so that he wouldn't interfere with my monochromatic neurographic. So I did shades of pink to purple and added some black, and I did some neurographic in black. I'd seen a picture recently, really wild neurographic, and I wanted to try it, and I just added my bird in there and then just did the really wild neurographic. I like it. I thought that one was fun. So the next one is a mosaic page. I got real simple with my mosaic this year. Last year it was really detailed and it took forever. And this year I'm going for more simple. I'm also doing the 100 days project, which is a landscape a day on the gel plate. So that takes some time. So I felt like I was had a little too much to do. So it was mosaic page, mushrooms, and favorite animal. Well, since we're going with birds, right now my favorite animal is a bird. And it says, all good things are wild and free. I like that one. And then the next one is going to be 20, 18. This one's 19. We're a number off. Okay, so it said planner page. So I have a notebook, piece of notebook paper that I glued down to here, put numbers on it. That's how I plan things. So that was my planner page. It says create your logo. I've been thinking about like a spirally logo design. So, you know, like the Nautilus shape. So I just did that, put some dots and put the Shelley Studio. I like how that looks on the blue. Really like that. Then it said make a tassel for the book. So the tassel is right there, and it is on my bookmark. So that is that one. Now to number 20. Where are you, 20? Okay. So number 20, yes, this is a lot of pages to go over in a flip through. I don't know. Do you like hearing everything? I guess if you don't like hearing everything, you can always turn me off and fast forward. Turn the sound off. Turn the volume off. So the prompts were a butterfly, a window envelope, and botanical. So I've got my butterfly inside the window envelope, which is stained with oxides, oxide ink, and botanical are my little plant sort of cutouts. And then I just put a quote on there. The way to love anything is to realize it might be lost. And 21 is the theme was blue and brown. And so I did sort of a tealy blue and brown, and it was also used crayons. So these are gel crayons, I believe, and I just rubbed them with my finger to smear them around. And then, of course, I had to add my bird, and then a quote, "A hunch is creativity trying to tell you something." Frank Capra. So 22. So 22 was ink or paint spots, and I did that in the background. Really, really didn't like it. And then it was also a Pictionary drawing, so I googled Pictionary drawings. I thought we had a Pictionary game and probably had a drawing in there. I was just going to take it and like stick it on here, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if somebody else in the family got that when we divvied everything up, but so I just googled one and there was the snake, so I just drew a snake for the Pictionary, and it was also doodle, so I doodled around the edges, sort of snake-like, and then we've got our bird hidden up there. He's not close to that snake. He doesn't want to get bit. It says, please don't let the snake out no matter what it tells you. Okay, the next one it's page 23, red and turquoise. So I painted it with a turquoise color, and then I did some stamping. Rubber stamping was part of the prompt, so I used Neocolor 2 watercolor crayons in red and stamped on it with that. And then, yeah, because it's also called for watercolor, so that's where that comes from. It says, I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. Okay, and then number 24 was a black background. So I painted everything except for this area black. And then it said look through a keyhole and then add sparkles. So I don't know if you can tell. See the sparkle? My dragonfly has glitter on it. And then it says, what will you find through the keyhole? And so the bird is looking at the dragonfly and through the keyhole. So number 25 was something circus, add a pocket, a book page, and postage. Did I do a book page? Oh yeah. So was twine involved? Or I just came up with that. So it's supposed to look like a swing in a circus. That's a book page holding the birds on the swing. And then something circus is this is my circus and these are my birds. And there's a ticket and postage inside. says, once fears are grounded, dreams take flight. And that is that page. And then 26 is rather crazy. I had to do a hybrid animal, add a tip-in, a song, and decorate a paperclip. So the tip-in is this, and it's sheet music. That's a song. And this is my hybrid animal. This is Bird Woman. It says, she took the leap and built her wings on the way down. And then this is my hidden paperclip. So there's going to be the bird in the suit or bird in the Wonder Woman costume. Yeah. And then the paperclip goes back on, hides her face. So you don't know that she is a bird, even. Okay, the next one is this one. And it was draw your day. So that's what this little card is. This is my day. Include a photo. So this is a photo of my sister's dog. And it had to be a blue and pink page. So I've got the pink here. I made the plant pot pink when it's terracotta. I tried to do blue there. And a blue frame. So that's that one. And then the next one, which is the last one. Wow, we're done. Was Zen Dangles. Not Tangles, Zen Dangles. So these are Zen Dangles. Had to look that up. I had no idea what that was. Fib art. So this piece of paper was given to me by a friend in the box. It's actually Peg Robinson. And she gave me this paper as well. And it was colored. And the other prompts were fingerprint faces. So that's what those are, is fingerprint faces. And a tag. So this is a tag. It's got the tags things. It's got the hole. And it says, I wish I was a bird so I can fly from scary things. And we just put it inside the little pocket. And that is it. Well, what'd you think? I'm so glad it's done. I felt like it was harder this year than last year. I think last year I got it done in time. This year I did not. I mean, not that you can't do it any time you want to, but she does have a competition. Like if you get it done in time, you're entered in a drawing or something. I don't know. I didn't enter last year either, even though I got it done in time. But yeah, so lots of fun. I hope you liked this. Thanks 22 Club for hanging with me. And if you liked it, please leave me a comment, thumbs up. What page do you like the best? What do you think of this year's? Did you give it a try? Anyways, thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you have an awesome day.